what stands out when you look at Bill Belichick's defense?
I mean, they play well. They play hard. They play disciplined. They're not going. They're not going to give you anything. You know what I mean? They're not going to beat themselves. So, it's a huge challenge for us going into this week.
Does it feel? I mean, he might be the greatest coach of all time. When you play against him and his teams, does it feel any different to you when they look at it?
I don't think I would say that probably different from like watching them on film and stuff like that. It's just like they put an emphasis on like taking away your best attributes and your strengths. So to me, like teams usually have that type of emphasis, like in the playoffs and stuff like that. Not saying that other teams don't want to win really bad. It's just they just approach it different.
Do you see the attention to their detail when you watch them on film?
Yeah,
Does
from a defensive back standpoint, yeah, I do. They play like true to their leverage and stuff like that. So yeah.
What are your thoughts on their safeties and the way those guys are playing?
I mean, I think all their DBs, they're playing good football. They got some guys who are doing some really good things for them. So, like I said before, it's going to be a challenge for us in the receiver room.
Amari, like you said, they try to take away opposing team strengths. How much for you? I know you literally play chess, but how much do you like the chess match aspect of trying to, anticipate what they're going to do and trying to counter that before you actually see it?
Well, it's not really a chess match for me. It's more of a thing for the coaches. Like I don't call the plays, so it's not really applicable in this situation. So yeah.
Have you ever, though, watched a Belichick game and think, where'd they come up with that?
I can't think of a specific moment, really. But, just from watching Patriots games from the time I started watching football to now, obviously they've done some great things for a long time now. So, yeah.
Amari, your touchdown on the Chargers, it looked like a double move that you got him on the outside. And Brissett, some people thought that was actually the best throw that you guys had completed. Would you say that? And you guys are feeling that chemistry even on those double moves and the ball placement and timing and all that?
Would I say that was the best throw?
I mean, yeah, from the season.
I don't know. I haven't thought about that. It was a good throw. I mean, obviously, it was right before I was going out of bounds, so he threw it in the most perfect spot against a DB who, if you don't throw it, if you give him any chance to get his hands on the ball, he will intercept it. So, yeah, I would say it was a really good throw.
And then when you set up a guy like in the red zone, I know you caught one on a slant earlier this season. Can you get a feel, like even as you're lining up, that you know you're going to be able to win and be able to get it?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you go to the line of scrimmage, and obviously from watching film as well, you couple those things together, before you actually run the route. Yeah, you do have a good feel of, how easy it's going to be relative to, how not so easy it might be. So, yeah.
Deshaun being back in team meetings and offensive meetings and things like that, how valuable is that, even when you're trying to get ready for a Bill Belichick defense? Is he able to give input and that sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, with him being back in meetings and stuff like that, it's just like he's back into the groove of things. Hearing the play calls and stuff like that. Obviously, he's going to come back at some point. So it's just really, him getting in the groove, obviously, him being around us, being able to communicate with us more, and just getting ready to get back active. Yeah.
The first 55 minutes of the game, offensively, you guys have played really well. So those final 3-4 minutes of the game, there have been turnovers, and you guys haven't been able to maybe finish off the way you want. How do you get that? How do you get that done?
Yeah, I mean, that's the name of the game. I mean, you got to play 60 minutes, especially in this league. You can look around the league like the Raiders. They were just up like 17-0. It's not really how you. That's why they say it's not how you start, it's how you finish. But the easiest way to answer that question is obviously practice. You practice in phases. You practice the 2-minute drill, you practice third down, you practice red zone. So, I would just say we have to be more attentive when we're in that period of practice. The last 2 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever.
When you've lost 2 in a row as a team, does anything change during the week? Like, do you feel the focus is sharper, or there's a greater sense of urgency, or is it just we got to stick to what we do?
I mean, that's a good question. I think if you believe that you're doing the right things, you shouldn't really deviate from that. But I think like the players on the team, we all have to look at ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, are we really laser focused every week? Are we really? We might have the right program, but are we really diligent in our approach, or as diligent as we can be? Because at the end of the day, there's always a reason why you're winning or why you're losing. So you just have to look. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, just in terms of the red zone, you and David and Nick and Kareem, all the talent that you have on this team, do you think it's just the tide just needs to turn? I mean, you guys should be able to really convert way more of your red zone opportunities.
Yeah. Like I said before, there's some games where we perform really well in the red zone. Some games where we could have performed better. Obviously we have the playmakers, but the teams we're playing against, they pay their guys too. You know what I mean? They have playmakers as well. So it's just always a battle competitively, and no matter what play is called, you just got to go out there and execute. You got to go out there and win. At the end of the day, you guys and everybody else who's not on the field only really care about one thing. Like, did you score or did you not? Did you win or did you not? So.